I'm going to give it 3.5 pawns.
I would do 4 and 1 drunken.
Wow, 4.
Yes.
4.5.
Yeah.
5 pawns. 5 pawns. This is a golden pawn game. Welcome to the review portion of the Drunken Pawn. I'm Stephen. This is Maurice and there's Basile. We are here to review this game that we just got done with called Goosebumps. Terror in the Graveyard, the game. Basile brought it for us today. We just got done playing it. And now we're gonna, like I said, review it. So,
Yeah.
Maurice won this time.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
you get to start the review.
Okay, so here are my thoughts. A through C. Point A. I think it has such a good nostalgic quality to it. Point B. I like the moving board. Point C. I wish the little plastic characters were unique. Next.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's you. Go.
All right. So I obviously also like the moving aspect of the board. It's a very simple mechanic, but it adds a lot to the game.
So much.
I like just the just the gameplay. Is very well done. Just like how they put the game together. I agree that the figures could probably be a little more unique, but I mean, this is like almost 30 years old at this point.
Sure.
So I can't be too harsh on it for that.
Yeah.
And this aspect, it's so satisfying to just see that ghost go flying off. Like, I if you watch we already said he won. But still watch the actual playthrough. Like, I lost, and it was still satisfying to see that thing go off. So
We kind of have to hold him up because this is a well-loved game. So.
Well loved. Which says something about how often it was played.
Yeah, for sure. I got this at a garage sale for a couple bucks, and it was already well worn when I got it.
That is a couple bucks well spent.
100%.
So I like everything about this game. The artwork, it harkens back to the actual books themselves. I'm a huge Goosebumps fan. I've always been. And it's just, I don't know, the nostalgia factor is just off the charts for me. That being said, it is very simplistic. You move, you go, you draw a card, something happens, that's it. You're racing to get to the end here with the little skull, you drop it down the chimney, that's it. You can fail, but pretty much you get to do it as many times as you want, as long as you have the golden or the magic ring. So obviously, and I can't fault it for this because it was made for kids. Simple, but not super simple. So 12 to 15 range. On the box it says nothing. 7 and up. Definitely. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that easy. But other than that, I mean, I love all the other aspects of it. So, pawn-wise.
Okay, so given its age, given something we didn't talk about is the length of time it takes to set up, which is mostly probably due to it being so well loved.
Yeah.
It is a complicated physical setup for a 7-year-old.
Yeah, you can see it's warped and stuff. Like a fresh copy of this game wouldn't look like that. Obviously.
Yeah.
But you'd have the parent setting this up. Yeah.
Definitely parents setting it up. So given that and the age, so both of those kind of balance each other out. Hopefully, I'm actually going to give this thing. God, I'm going to give it a 4. 4 pawns for its category of being a nostalgic family game. 4 pawns for that genre.
Yeah.
I was also leaning towards giving it 4 pawns, and I guess I still am. I'm gonna give it 4 pawns. One of the other things I wanted to touch on is, like, we went through a decent amount of cards, and outside of the one that we actually had to get, the magic ring, I don't think we ran into any doubles.
Doubles?
Like,
yeah, I did the headless, all of the gravestones moving forward.
that's true.
We got that two or three times.
We got that twice.
Was it twice?
That's right. So, but there's still, a significant amount of options in the cards.
Yeah,
and
a lot of them
I
are-
do appreciate that.
A lot of them are like change another player to a monster, or change yourself to a monster. But
And a lot of them go back to the books.
Yes.
Yes.
So I like that it kept tying the books into it. Like, it had a lot of the same, monsters in the books and what have you. So yeah, I'm going to stick with a 4.
I will also give this a 4. It's super fun, but it's super simplistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like this isn't like a. We had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because we have a little rivalry going with Basile. Right? he's just so far ahead on the scoreboard.
It's
Yeah.
essentially 2-on-1 at this point.
Yeah. It adds a half a pawn when you lose.
But it's fun to play with, especially if you had all 4 players. I mean, it would be super fun. 3 players is fun.
Yeah,
I can see 2 players even being fun. It's
absolutely.
a lot of replayability with it too.
For sure.
I think the only reason I don't want to speak for everybody, but the only reason we're not giving it 5 pawns is because it's a kid's game. It's simple.
Yes.
For sure.
But if you love Goosebumps, check this thing out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super fun. I mean,
Yeah.
you got your little skull here. You drop down. It's really cool looking. I mean, it's probably the most detailed thing in the whole thing. Actually,
100%.
the skull.
That's a 20-cent game piece right there.
Yeah, they're like, man, we got to put some detail in this skull.
Everybody else is going to look like the Thin Man, but
It did take us
Yeah.
a while to set it up, like you said, but that's not really that big of an issue.
that was also after like a hefty portion of brandy and wine. So take that. in
But
stride.
yeah, definitely check this game out if you can find it. Didn't look it up, see if it's what it's worth or anything.
You can get a hold of old Milt.
Yeah, no,
I did look,
Milton
and
Bradley's
you can buy this online still.
Oh,
How much
really?
is it?
Yes. I think it's all used copies at this point.
Of course.
So
Okay.
it just varies.
Okay.
I've seen everything from like $20-something to like $60. So
depending on the condition of it.
Mhm.
Cool. Well, see, you can check it out for sure. But you guys have anything else to say? What we want to say about it
no.
before we
Nope.
conclude this?
That was a good wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll conclude this review of Goosebumps Terror in the Graveyard. But keep an eye out, because this is we're going to have a little series going, because I also have Goosebumps One Day at Horrorland. We're going to play next week. So, Goosebumps 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, I think that'll do it.
What about R.L. Stein?
What about R.L. Stein?
What about him?
R.L. Stein, yeah, we were going to mention that. He's actually, R.L. Stein, the creator of Goosebumps, is from Ohio. I'm not sure exactly where in Ohio. I think he's actually from Columbus, but I'm not, don't hold me to that.
Nobody held anybody to it.
He is from Ohio, which is cool. We did have, what is this one? El Diablo from Hidden Springs Ale Works, and we also had Dire Wolf from Wolf's Ridge Brewing in the Stein tonight. So if you like what you saw today, and also go check out our playthrough, it was pretty fun. But you like what you saw today, haunt that subscribe button. Ooh. Hit the like button. Comment. Let me know what you like. What kind of Goosebumps books you like. If you ever played this game or whatever. I think that'll do it
That'll do it.
for this review portion of the Drunken Pawn. We'll see you next time. At the table! Woo!